Hey guys, it's Carrie, the Invisible Goddess, and this is podcast episode, who knows, we'll put it here. You may or may not have noticed that I haven't filmed anything, I wouldn't say live, but I haven't filmed anything recently. What you've seen posted most recently was filmed in January and February. So the craft room cleanup was in February, middle of February. So I'm telling you why now. So I've alluded to the fact that my dad was very sick. I don't think I've actually said what he had, but he had Crohn's. He had a flare in February, mid-February, caused by the medication that they gave him to treat the Crohn's. And he ended up in the hospital the beginning of March. When I picked him up from the hospital, he wasn't wearing his mask. So I'm pretty sure that he got the Rona and gave it to me. I ended up with a observation hospital stay because I passed out and hit my head, fell down. He didn't fare as well as I did, and he died. So I haven't been doing much of anything, but I wanted to come on and explain why and show you what I am doing. So see, is my voice back? Okay, my voice is back. My dad was a merchant marine. God, maybe it's not. My dad was a merchant marine. And I've been trying to think of what to do, to honor him. And I decided my church does it's Christmas at Sea, and it's actually through like a national organization or whatever. So I looked up that organization to see what could I do, because it's literally for people that are merchant marines. Like, they're on ships during the holidays. And I decided, okay, this, I had some goals with what I was going to, or how I was going to use up my miscellaneous yarn. And I decided that's a good option, to do things. That's a good option to honor my father and to use up the yarn to meet my goals. So I decided I looked through their patterns and I decided that I would make, I believe it's called the Seafarers scarf. It's a knitting pattern, and it's just a garter stitch and then some ribbing and then garter stitch. So should be relatively easy to make. I'm about to show it to you, but I'm going to put the pattern in here. It's a free pattern, so I don't think there's any problem with me putting it on the screen. And then I'll also put, it wouldn't be a link because it'll be on the screen, but I'll put on the screen how to, like their website. I'll put that here. And then I'll show you my progress. Excellent filming, Carrie. My arms are too short to get everything in. So I'm using my short needles. Oh yeah, okay, that's good. I'm using my short needles because I don't need long needles. I did originally start this with a circular needle, but I'll have to film it sometime. Basically, I knit like this. I kind of hold it again. I hold one of them against me, and then you know, knit with the with the other needle. So it's easier for me to use the short needles rather than like hold my hands up. This is, I'm supposed to have 14 inches before I go into the ribbing, and it's 4x4. I would call it 4x4. You do 4 knit and then 4 purl. So I'm supposed to have 14 inches of garter before I move on to the ribbing, and then I think it's 18 inches of ribbing and then 14 more inches. You'll have seen the pattern. So I've been working on that. I usually knit at my dad's doctor's appointments, but I had, you know, scheduled doctor's appointments of my own, so I started a washcloth. I know I wasn't going to show you guys the washcloth, but bear with me. Because it's been a while and I want to show you what I've been working on. I just barely started one. Oh. And it must be like when you used to be able to smoke in restaurants, light up a cigarette if you want your food to come. So I have no, I can't do it. I have that much started on my washcloth. And I got that far before the doctor came into the office. So after I had sat there, but it calms me down. So I was nervous at the appointment. I'm really nervous. I was anxious. So I have that, and then I put, and I'm not going to pull this next one out. I put maybe a single row onto my corner to corner rainbow hearts blanket, which you can see in my UFO video. I'm not doing great on the UFOs. I really don't want to do this blanket, which is why it's a UFO. It's a pain in the ass. Let me know in the comments whether you guys like corner to corner crochet. It's not the corner to corner that's the problem. It's all the color changes that I don't like. But I'm more than halfway there at this point, so I don't want to frog it. I don't like frogging anything, so slowly I will work on it. Very slowly. I don't know if you guys just heard that, but that's a video that I'm editing, because you're going to see this before that. But so yeah, let's get into my plans. I want to finish the Seafarer's scarf. That's probably what I'll work on the most, and I'll keep my doctor's appointment project, in my Cute Kitties project bag, because I have a bunch of doctor's appointments I scheduled. I'm fine. They're what are they called? Preventative visits. They're annual visits that everybody should be having, based on your age, kind of thing. Speaking of that, it did take a while for me to recover from the COVID. Probably a good month. And even then I was still having some random coughing. So I didn't have a lot of cough, but I did have random coughing, especially if I was like exerting myself. So I'm happy to feel like I've recovered from that. Let's see what else. Plans, that's right. So I need to, I guess I don't need to. I am clearing, not completely, but I'm clearing clutter and junk and recycling out of my dad's house. So that will be a series. Not showing you the entire house. Basically, I went through, there are 3 bedrooms. I went through the bedrooms. I went through the bathrooms. There's 1.5 baths. And like if there was a bunch of Christmas stuff in a bedroom, it shouldn't be in the bedroom, it should be in the basement or in the storage areas of the house, because there are a couple of them. But I put a lot of the miscellaneous stuff in the basement, so which also needed to be gone through by itself anyway, because there was a lot of junk down there. So that's what I'm currently filming. I like organizing. I don't know if you could tell that from the craft room video, but I like organizing. It calms me down. It makes me feel like I have some control over stuff, which is an illusion. But that's what you'll see. I do have some crochet tutorials that I want to do. So I did the different stitches and granny squares and shapes are what I had planned to do next. So I would like to get some of that filmed and scheduled. Yeah, okay, so that's it. I just wanted to give you an update of what's going on, why I haven't been posting more recently. Again, you might not have known, because I did have things pre-scheduled, thankfully. But yeah, take the Rona seriously. Yes, it has a 99 point whatever % survival rate, but tell that to the people who lose people, and it doesn't go over well. Like I said, I myself am relatively healthy. Like, I don't have heart disease. I don't have high blood pressure and high cholesterol and all that. Like, everything that they say makes it worse. I don't have any of that, and I still ended up in the hospital. So, not to get preachy, but take care of yourself. Do what you can to avoid getting it, because you don't want it. Like, it's bad. Okay, enough of that. Peace out, homies. Bye.